Welcome to the Where's the Finish podcast. We are three runners talking to our friends, sharing stories about running, training, life, and asking the quintessential question, where's the finish? WTF.
Welcome to Where's the Finish podcast, and I am Joe.
I'm Shae.
I'm Kevin.
And with us we have our wonderful friend LaBridgette Rawls.
Hey, everyone.
Welcome. Man, I've said this a few times before we even started this, and I've said this when I've ran into you a few places. I have been trying to get you on this podcast for months.
Yes, it has been months. We are here now. So.
He finally wore you down.
Yes.
Well, you know.
Our schedules finally aligned.
Yeah, everything aligned. We're busy people, apparently, and LaBridgette is also.
Right.
I mean, you just got back from somewhere, didn't you?
I went to Atlanta for my birthday. So
nice.
I celebrate my birthday.
Happy birthday for you.
Thank you.
What is it in Atlanta that you like to do? What is your go-to place?
Well, I didn't have a go-to place this time. I took my nieces and my nephew. They wanted to tag along. So my birthday celebration turned into more of an event for them. We went to the slime factory. We went to the Museum of Illusions, and we ate a lot of food, and they did a lot of shopping. So it turned into more of a celebration for them. So,
What was the best thing you ate?
I had some mahi at one of the seafood restaurants there that I really enjoyed.
So you left Florida and went to Atlanta to get mahi-mahi.
It was fresh caught.
Make it make sense, right? But yes.
It was fresh caught that morning.
Yeah.
It was that
Well,
morning.
you know what? I have done that before. My friend Rick lives down in, or he just moved actually, but he lives down in Jupiter, Florida, or Stewart. Mm-hmm. And we took a boat out of the Jupiter Inlet, caught a whole bunch of mahi-mahi, brought it back. The guy from the boat camp, they cleaned it all right there. And then we went like right across the street to where they had like this dockside restaurant. They grilled our fish for us.
Wow.
From boat to our plate.
Oh, that's nice.
It was so I don't think I've ever had fish so good. And I love mahi.
I've never had it.
I've never had it.
I've never had it.
Blackened mahi.
The only thing I know about mahi is I think it's in Biodome, and they go free mahi-mahi, free mahi-mahi.
So good.
It's Biodome, right?
Yeah.
Is that the one with Pauly Shore?
Yes.
It is.
Oh my gosh. You're dating yourself.
I love Pauly Shore movies. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh, he's so wacky. You know who interviewed him recently from Florida? Oh, the Florida Man podcast.
Oh.
Yeah, he was down at some convention and the Florida Man podcast.
He's also said some not so nice things about Ocala.
Yeah. Well, he was in Ocala.
Mistaken.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
came to
Pauly
Ocala.
Shore came to Ocala.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to the comedy club.
Yeah.
What?
Like
Yeah,
to
it's a
like
couple
one of
years
the
ago.
little Comic Cons.
Yeah.
He was like, this place is podunk. And we're like, yeah. I mean,
you're in Ocala.
you're a washed up star. I'm sorry. That's kind of what happens.
I mean, he's listeing to this podcast right now.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm sure Pauly Shore is definitely.
He's got a Google alert.
You said his name.
Someone said
owe
his
him money.
name.
We owe him money now.
$5.
Erase. Yeah. Erase.
Anyways, back to LaBridgette.
Your mahi-mahi. Yes.
Yes.
So you like the mahi-mahi. Did you have it like on rice or as a sandwich?
I had some rice. I didn't really enjoy the rice. I had some rice, and they had some spinach that was sauteed. That was really, really nice. So it was nice. I enjoyed it.
So you like seafood?
I do. I love seafood.
They have a place in Gainesville. What is that place called? North something. And they have a perch sandwich. And it's literally they cut a perch right down the middle in half, bones and all, and they put it between two pieces of bread.
That sounds horrible. That sounds horrendous. Have you been to the freezer?
No, I have not.
It's in Homosassa.
No, I have not.
That's really good.
Okay, I have to check it out.
It's a giant like freezer shack. That's what it is. It used to be like an old freezer where they would bring all the fish in. They turned it into a restaurant. Like half of it's a freezer and like half of it's a restaurant.
My wife
super fresh.
My wife won't touch seafood.
No.
Like and as a kid growing up, we always had like in the winter we'd have oyster roast, and we would go down to the coast and we'd buy oysters by the bushel in these great big croaker sacks. And I think a bushel of oysters got smaller. Like they don't.
No, the bushel's a bushel. It doesn't change size.
They do it by weight, or they do it by volume, depending on the way the oyster is collected, whether it's a cluster or whether it's a single. But yeah, we would get like 3 or 4 bushels, and we would eat until our bellies went.
That sounds disgusting. Oysters are so gross.
So
definitely having an oyster.
here's
roast,
my question. Did you run while you were in Atlanta?
I did not run this time in
No.
Atlanta. I have completed a race in Atlanta, but not this time. Yeah.
Which one did you do in Atlanta?
I did the Hotlanta half marathon. It was their 10-year anniversary back in 2023. They did not host the run this year. I was looking for it, but it was a very hard race because Georgia has hills, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so I was not prepared for hills. So when I got there, I said, oh my God, I was started off strong. I was like, oh, this is easy. 13.1 miles. I'll be done in no time. And when those hills hit, I was on the struggle bus really bad. But but the race itself was amazing. Got a huge medal. The atmosphere, the people there was great. So
Jeff Galloway, the Jeffing guy.
Oh, yeah,
Thank
Jeff.
you.
Yeah, the run walk guy.
Gala walking.
Yeah.
I've heard gala walking recently.
He has a race he hosts in Atlanta.
Okay.
Every year. And so, yeah, and a lot of people do the Jeffing around here because I talk about it all the time. I'm always trying to convince someone to Jeff with me because that way I only have to walk for 30 seconds.
We did some Jeffing Sunday.
Heck yeah.
We almost died.
Almost.
died.
Oh,
Oh.
good Lord.
That was the worst run I've had in a very long.
We went for a 5:30 a.m. run around this
wow.
prairie, and we
Lake
came
Bar.
Yeah,
Or Bar Hammock.
Bar Hammock Preserve near Gainesville, and we came back with our legs are tore up. I mean, I don't know what it was that we was
I know
running
what it
past,
was.
but I mean, I think you got it. I think
yeah,
you.
it's absolutely it.
I think you Googled it right.
Yeah.
Sandflies.
Sandflies. So they were like, as we were running through this tall grass that like comes up to nearly to your waist, like halfway up your thighs. Every time you'd brush against some of this grass, you would just get tore up.
Wow.
For like 7 miles.
And now we're all
we're all miserable.
Today
We are.
we're all itching and got
Right.
little pustules on.
Hey, but at least we're all doing it together.
Yay. So that was a while ago then when you said you did that race.
Yeah, that was
The
a while
Hotlanta.
ago. Yeah, Hotlanta. It was, like I said, it was a great race. I've done a few. I've done the Gasparilla earlier this year in Tampa. I did Space Coast, my marathon there. I did the Donna Marathon in Jacksonville.
All right, let's back
Yeah, let's
way
back
up.
way
You've
up.
done
You've done
you've
a
done a lot of
much.
stuff.
So tell us then, because we do like to kind of go back in time.
Okay.
We're going to travel back when LaBridgette was a little girl.
Okay.
Okay, so
Get into the time machine.
I was going to say I need a little drop that goes doo doo doo.
we could
You need
get
a TARDIS. You
We
need
can
a
get like
TARDIS button.
a hot tub time machine, and we can like drop some hair dryers in it or something.
Oh my
and
God.
sort
What
it
the
out.
hell, Joe?
Do you
We
not
want to
remember-
live, Joe.
Do
We
you not
want to
remember the
live.
hot tub time machine? Like the all guys were like drinking in a time.
I do, but I don't
Hot
remember them
tub.
dropping a toaster
They
in
did
it.
something to like electricity or something, and it like shocked them all back in the past. It was a long time ago.
I'm going to have to Google that. I'm going to have to fact check that later.
Yeah, something malfunctioned on the hot tub, and it became a time machine.
Anyways, back to LaBridgette. Let's go back in time, Bridget.
So,
LaBridgette.
so tell us about your athletic background. Have you always been an athlete? Is it something have you all been in sports?
No, I was not in sports like growing up. I mean, I did cheerleading and just like general activity.
Wait a minute,
aerobics
cheerleading.
class. I was a
Cheerleading is a sport.
It is a sport. It is a sport.
Don't let
But-
listen. I've seen them cheerleaders toss each other
yeah.
Yes,
around.
it is. All the strength.
and doing all the flips and doing their dances for hours on ends. Sometimes those girls are more athletic than the boys on the football
now.
team.
That's true. So I did cheerleading, and then of course just general exercise like aerobics classes. Trying to go to the gym. I'm not much of a gym girly, but try to go to the gym. And so, but I was not super into sports like that. And as I got older, and life happened, of course, that became less and less important in my life at one point. And so, no, I'm not. I don't have a strong sports background. Definitely don't have a running background at all. So when I started running, I started later in life. So yeah.
Wow, so that's interesting. What was people in your family or people you're around athletic or anything?
Not a whole lot. I mean, we have like my mom, she loves to walk. So she is like a super fast walker. And so I have to run to keep up with her because she's walking that fast. But so we walk in things, but not, my brother played football in high school, tried to pursue it a little bit kind of after that. And so not a ton of people that's athletic. We just kind of walk and kind of keep it like right there.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in a small town called Melrose, Florida. It's in Putnam County. I'm about 30 minutes outside of Gainesville, probably 30 minutes outside of Palaca,
Okay,
Florida. So yeah.
I know where
Okay,
that's
Melrose,
at.
yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly where
Yeah.
that's at.
Grew up there.
I got a cousin that lives there now. Actually, yeah. I grew up in Ocala, so
Okay.
but they've kind of migrated around. He lived in Texas for a while. I think he's out there now. So then how did running happen for you?
Yeah, so running happened to me back in 2020. Of course, we're coming.
Okay, I just want to pause.
2020.
2020.
No.
The running
Joe
year.
said, how did running happen for you? And you said it happened to me. I cannot pass that one. It happened to me.
Okay, that's
She
so
slipped
funny.
and fell on the banana peel right into the trail.
Right into running. So 2020, of course, we all in the pandemic. We're home, all the things. I'm starting to work from home at that point. And so that year was like a tough year mentally for me. Fast forward to 2021. I began to lose a lot of loved ones that I loved that passed away. So I lost an uncle, my biological father passed away. I had an aunt that passed away, a close cousin, and a close friend. And when I say passed away back to back, like literally months behind each other, I was at a funeral.
Wow.
So my mental health state was really bad during that time. I was very depressed. I was functioning, getting up, going to work, doing what I need to do responsibility wise. But when I would go home, turn the lights out, go into my room and cry, go to sleep. That was my day. And I started to gain weight and I just was not happy. And literally one day I was laying in my room. I am a person of faith. So one day I was laying in my bed and I literally heard the voice of God say, get up and run. And I jumped out of my bed. I threw on whatever I had. I didn't even have the right shoes. I just threw on whatever shoes I had in my closet, put on clothes, began to run. I downloaded the Nike Run app, went outside and tried to run a mile. I ran it, but it took me like, I don't know if it was classified as running at that point because I was going probably like 20, I probably took me 20 minutes to get through the 1 mile. But once I got done, I felt so relieved. I feel like it was a release for me. And I just continued ever since then. And so I set a goal. I'm a goal-oriented person. So I said, there's a race. I didn't know there was races out there. I was just talking to people. I said, well, there are races out there. I said, races. They're like, yeah, you can race. Like, you know, you don't have to be a professional, all this type of thing. And so I said, okay, I'm going to set a goal to run a half marathon the next year. And so that's what I did. I started the training program. I had a friend, Kia. I love her. Thank you, Kia. She joined that journey with me. She was not a runner either. She said, I'll do this goal with you. So that way I can have accountability and support. And it started from there.
Is she local?
She is local to Ocala. Yep. She is local to Ocala.
Yes.
And she's one of my good friends.
It's absolutely amazing how important running friends are to, you know,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
you know, if I contribute a lot of my success to having people to push me and to get out there with and having people to run with. It's fantastic. So, you know, it sounds like, you know, again, your faith has played a big part in your life. And I think that's really an important thing to touch on, you know, how, you know, you felt moved to do that. And I think that's inspiring, should be inspiring to most people to listen to that still small voice in your head that says, go do something because someone's telling you to do something because you needed to do something.
I need to do something. Yeah.
You know, and so, you know, did that help pull you out of your depression and the issues you were dealing with?
It definitely did. I have whenever I post things on social media, I use a hashtag called running for my life. And people always ask me, what does that mean? I said, running for my life means running literally saved my life. Had I not gotten out of that bed that day, I don't know if I would be in the mental state I am now. I am in a much healthier place than I've ever been now. I can manage that grief well. And then I'm able to share that story with others that are grieving also and show them how I've overcome. And so running has really been a place of just solitude, release, prayer, clarity. And so, yes, it literally saved my life. I don't think I would be here speaking to you today had I not got up and run that day.
Yeah. I feel the same way about running for myself. Now, it wasn't because of depression and stuff, but, you know, I was eating a lot. I got fat. And my health was just really deteriorating. I mean, I had diabetes, I had fatty liver disease, I had cirrhosis of the liver that was showing up. I had all these things that were going on with my body, and it was starting to shut down. You know, and honestly, I felt like I needed to do something, or you know, I wasn't going to be around to enjoy time with family. You know, I wasn't going to be here for it.
And running is therapy.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh man.
Yes.
So like we had our big race a couple weeks ago, and so now we've been resting, and I've just been like,
What's with the air quotes? Resting.
We were actually
we are actually resting. I don't know.
Air quote
I just
resting?
I don't know.
Her mind is not resting. Her body
No,
is.
exactly. Because it's like I can tell my, mood and everything like that, and I don't deal as well with work. And I think even Susan said her husband is excited that she's going to get to run because she's getting grumpy at home. So
She needs a cat.
Now, as a do you work? Do you have a job? Are you a career person?
Yeah, I am a career person.
And what is it that you do? Because it sounds like if I had to guess, I'm like, she's a therapist.
I'm not a therapist. I'm not a therapist. Even though I have worked in mental health spaces, I work with veterans currently to help them get their VA disability. So I work like in operations. My background has been in sales and operations management primarily. So this right now working with veterans has been very helpful because they do deal with mental health issues a lot. Yeah. And so when you're dealing with them, speaking with them, working with the teams that serve them, we always look at that component. So, but yeah, I have a career. I love it.
Yeah, I actually have worked for the VA hospital for 23 years now. Okay. Yeah. And same thing, I love serving people. And I feel like I have a servant mentality. And it's one of the things I think I endear about myself is I want to be helpful to people. And so that's cool that you have an opportunity, you have a platform to talk to people about your experience and to help people out. Yeah, because I think that's one of the reasons we have this podcast. We want to spread the word.
Absolutely.
Come run with us. Come run with us.
Yeah, let's go.
So, you step into running. You said you were going to run that half marathon. Did you do any other races in between when you just started walking? How did you get yourself to that first half marathon?
So I got myself to that first half marathon. I downloaded the training plan off of the Nike Run Club app. I did like a few 5Ks before that, like during the same year, but nothing longer than like a 5K that year. So I did about 2 or 3 that year only. And then it was the half marathon in November. It was the Central Legends half marathon and marathon, but I did the half marathon in DeBerry, Florida. That was my first one. Was a great experience. Loved it. But I really just continued to run. I tried to do some strength training. Like I said, I'm not a gym girly, trying to become a gym girly so I can get stronger. But I just literally followed that plan. Like I was consistent. My friend would check in with me. I would check in with her. We didn't get a chance to run together a whole lot, but we would check in throughout the week to make sure we're hitting our runs. And so that's really what I did. I'm a person who, once I make up my mind I'm going to do something, I can pretty much stick with it because I really believe consistency is what is going to get you to the next level. Mm-hmm. And so I said, I'm going to stay consistent. And I like to say consistency wins, because if I be consistent in doing the right things, I will get across that finish line. And that's what I did to prepare for DeBerry, Florida.
Yeah. So, this training goes into that race and you're at the start line, your first half marathon. What's going through your mind? How are you feeling about that?
I'm like, why did I sign up for this? I'm looking around at all the people. They look fitter than I do. They look like they're ready. They do this all the time. And I'm like this novice standing here, and I literally started crying at the starting line, and I was so nervous. And when the countdown happened and it was time to go, I said, well, it's now or it's now or never. So let's just go ahead and get started, and hopefully we'll finish. And I was able to finish that race.
Wow.
So what was your longest run up to that half marathon?
Probably my longest run had been 10 miles before then.
That's the normal
good.
thing. Like a lot of people get nervous. I did before my first half marathon, and I decided to go do a half marathon in my neighborhood.
Okay.
Because I was like, let me just prove before I go to this half marathon race that I can run a half marathon. So you actually did the smart thing.
Yeah, most training plans will take you 10, 11.
Usually about 10,
11
yeah.
miles before you get to your marathon, because by the time you get to that half marathon, you've tapered a little bit, you fed well, hopefully you fed well prior to it, and your body's recovered and can push just that little bit further you need to get that extra 2 or 3 miles. Wow.
I think my first half marathon, I think I ran like 15 miles the week before.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that
I could get it done.
Right.
But Kevin's an overachiever too.
I mean, I don't know about that.
Yeah. If we said we're going to run a 100-mile race, he'd be like, I'm going to do 200 first.
Okay.
Oh God.
You did say that. You said, I want to do the across Florida 200.
I do want to do that. I still might do it in December. I don't know.
And his first 100-mile was supposed to be in January.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
So, you did list off a bunch of other races. So going from that half marathon to the marathon, how long did that take you, and how did you get there? And what made you decide that I want to go to a marathon, just because that's a big jump?
It was a really big jump. I just wanted to see what was next for me. And so I said, okay. Now during that year, I did do other half marathons to kind of keep myself in rhythm with the racing, but I just really wanted to see if I could challenge myself to the next level. I said, well, the first year I was able to do the half marathon. Okay, let's see if I can do the marathon. And so I heard about Space Coast. I heard that the atmosphere was amazing and beautiful. And so from there, I kind of did a similar thing. I got a marathon training plan. I locked in. I didn't have my friend on this go round. She was like, okay, I'll see your friend.
Bye.
I did the half marathon. I'm not going to do the marathon right now. So it was by myself. And so that's where I had to really dig deep, because I didn't have the same level of accountability. It was really just me. Like, okay, are you going to do this or not? So I began to just have my 3 to 5 runs a week. Did some strength training, and I'm big on personal development. So I like looking at quotes and hearing different sermons and motivational messages. So I kind of did my mental development. I also did 75 Hard, which is a program as well, to help my mental toughness. And that was really helpful, just to stay, once again, consistent. And so I just continued. I did a whole nother year of training. And then I got to the first marathon.
You were an extremely disciplined person.
I am. I'm very disciplined.
My goodness.
I am.
Let me say, though, whenever I found out who LaBridgette was, and we had not met yet, actually, I tried to introduce myself to you at the Skunk Ape race, and We'll talk about that in a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember that or not, but because I knew you were going to be there, I had seen some of your social media posts, and you're like, I mean, you don't have a podcast, but you could probably do it on your own. You are a very motivating person. Like to watch your posts, to see the things that you're saying, and the way you share your information, your journey. I really love the content that you're putting out yourself on your own social media.
Thank you.
So yeah, it is very. I can tell from seeing that you're a very motivated person.
I am. Yes, I am. I am.
And that's good for people around you too. Have you seen that through your journey that you've encouraged other people to kind of start doing what you're doing?
Absolutely. Yes. We have my friend and I, we started a group. It's a run walk group. And so through that, we share those messages, motivation, but even within my own sphere of influence, like my family, some of my friends have started running, or even at least just getting active because they see my consistency. And sometimes when you don't think people are watching, they're watching you. I get stopped in the store a lot. Like, hey, I see your run journey. I love it. It's so inspiring. I'm going to get out there and start walking and start moving. And so, yeah, for me, that's something that's bigger than me, and that's what I want. I want to spread the message. I want to motivate people to take care of their health, take ownership of it as soon as you can, because health is your wealth. And so, yeah, I really love to motivate, inspire, and encourage other people.
She's got so many quotes. Health is your wealth.
It is.
That's one of my favorites.
I love it.
Health and time are the biggest finite things that you have in your life.
Absolutely.
You can always get more money, whatever. You will never have more time, and your health is diminishing. It's
That's
not
right.
guaranteed.
Yeah, absolutely. We were all born dying. Every one of us.
That's true. Some of us faster than others.
Right.
Well, I want to slow mine down as long as I can.
Right.
For sure.
I mean, some days I want to speed mine up, but
So you did.
I mean, you never know. Okay.
So you did Space Coast full marathon.
I did.
In 2023.
I did.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so
I did that one too.
Kevin and I, that was our first
Yeah.
That's so
marathon.
cool.
So we had done a 50K prior to that.
Okay.
We'd done some training, but as far as a road marathon goes, that's probably will be maybe the only marathon
Okay.
I ever do.
Oh, I'm doing it this year. I'm going to do it this year.
I'm doing the half, and I'm going to be actually helping someone else. So a friend of ours, Lisa, who runs up in the Jacksonville area, and we've become friends over since last year, Space Coast. She has a disability that requires that she has someone to escort her during her races. And so my wife was going to do it, but now she wants to race. And so I think I'm taking Stacy's place as Lisa's escort through the race.
Nice.
She has like seizures.
Okay.
And
A lot of them.
a lot of them during
Yeah.
the race, and she's fine. She knows this is normal for her, but it looks like a medical emergency
Right.
to someone.
Okay.
And the fact that you can still get out, even with
Right.
that kind of condition, and still get out and do these races, it's amazing.
Amazing.
People inspire me every day in this running community. It's part of what I love about the running community, and part of what I love about what we do is we really want to introduce people to the normal people out there doing super abnormal things. Amazing things.
Amazing things.
Yeah. So, so you went there by yourself for the Space Coast Marathon?
I did. Yep. I went there by myself.
What was your time?
My time was 6 hours. So
Nice.
I wanted to be at 5, but I didn't make
You
it.
know what?
Yeah.
I didn't
Does
make
it matter? No. You know how many miles you did? 26.2. You know
Well, that
how
course
many
was a little
miles?
bit long, okay? It was 26.27.
Right.
All right.
The winner also did 26.27. I'm
That's
just saying.
right.
Yes, we
Y'all
all-
covered the same ground.
That's true.
That's funny.
So then, the big-
Donna.
Yeah.
So I did Donna Marathon in Jacksonville. So right after that, when I came back from Space Coast, I looked for a marathon. I saw that one, and the theme they had this year was Destination Hope. And since that's aligned with what I like to hear, and just people being hopeful, regaining their hope, restoring their hope, I really just bought into their vision, and so I literally signed up for it.
I met her, the person that does that race. I met her at Gasparilla.
Okay.
She was there race announcing.
Oh wow.
And yeah, that was pretty cool. I didn't know who the heck she was, but my cousin Rochelle, who's also been on the podcast, she loves the Donna races, and she loves the message that they have, the
Yes.
reason why they're there, the everything that they have that they're doing there. She just loves that race. And I didn't know who this woman was at all. She's like, that's, and I still don't know her name. Donna, I guess something. But she was, I guess, a breast cancer survivor.
Yes, she was. Yeah.
Yeah. And so her races are about breast cancer and that whole journey for women up there. So it's a very strong supportive race for women also.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed that race.
Yeah.
I really did. I got hurt in that race, but I enjoyed it because at the end of that race, as I was getting ready to cross the finish line, because I don't know what I did, but I hurt my foot and my leg. I was limping like those last 10 miles or so.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And so when I got to the finish line, I kind of started walking, and the race announcer, I can't recall her name, unfortunately, but she was a phenomenal. The race announcer, she ran up to me and she said, "What is your name?" I said, "LaBridgette." And she grabbed my arm and she said, "Crowd, make some noise for LaBridgette." She said, "You're going to run across this finish line." And she literally grabbed my arm in arm, and I'm limping and we're running across the finish line to make sure that I finished. So that was a powerful moment for me, and I'll never forget that moment.
Wow.
That's great.
What a cool story. I mean, you've done so much cool stuff just so quickly.
I have, because I want to keep going, and I want to keep getting better. And I feel like if I don't, I'm a person of habit, so to speak. So I try to go from race to race as much as I can. I don't like too much downtime in between the races a whole lot.
Same.
Thank you.
Because I feel like I'm going to get out of my rhythm, and and I do want to improve and get better. And so I feel like the more I do it, the better hopefully I'll get over time. So
you're self-coached still, or are you following plans? How do you?
I am still self-coached. I have been contemplating going either to a facility like I live in Gainesville currently. Gainesville has a facility there for athletes. I've been contemplating either working with them or getting a coach, but I just haven't yet. Right now I'm still self-coaching basically with the plans that I find online and things like that.
Yeah, finding the right person to and also coaching's not cheap.
It's not.
Yeah, budgeting for that too, on top of all the other stuff we spend
Right.
for races. And then if you spend money to hire a coach and then find out whether the coach is the right one or not for you, it's a real big commitment. My wife started working with Brian Frayne, so she's on the Frayne train.
Yeah, we're both coached by Brian Frayne.
Okay.
Like
As
about
of-
10 of us in Ocala are coached by him.
Yeah, she started today, so she's got her first 3-mile run assigned by Brian
With
today.
strides.
I know. So it said placeholder. So he put a 3-mile run there with nothing else for the rest of the week, but I'm sure more's coming. But so she's going to go run 3 miles tonight. She's out for dinner right now with some friends. I didn't get the invitation.
You didn't get an invite?
No.
Well, you
Wait, so has she done her run?
I don't know if she's done it yet or not.
Okay, because if she's out to dinner, she
Yeah.
will not be running afterward. I'm just saying, if they went to...
She eats much of nothing. So
I was going to say if they went
might
to...
not be the eating part of her trip
Las
out.
Margaritas.
Las Margaritas. So funny.
So then, when I found out about LaBridgette and who LaBridgette was and started getting inspired by you was when I found out that you had signed up for the Skunk Ape 50 miler.
Yes.
Let's go.
So this is where this is something. I mean, had you ever run trails before?
I had not.
Not at all?
Not at all. Not even
training?
Not even training.
Woof.
So
Not
you
walking,
went
running,
from a half marathon to a marathon in just a short period of time, and then a 50-mile run. That's no joke.
It's not. I don't know what
So
I was
how did
thinking.
it even get on your radar?
Because when I finished the Space Coast Marathon, I had a colleague of mine, Shelly. Shout out to Shelly. Got to name drop for my people. She was like, "Well, LaBridgette, there's ultra marathon racing, right?" And I said, "Ultra? What's an ultra?" She was like, "Well, anything over 26.2, like there's races all over, right?" And so I said, "That's interesting." And she know I'm goal oriented, and she was like, "Well, don't hurt yourself trying to get to the next level." So I started looking online, and somehow I don't know how I even found that race. I was just searching either on social media or on the Ultra sign up website. I saw it, and I saw it in December of last year.
That's when we just first announced it.
Okay,
too.
gotcha. So I saw it in December, and I was kind of on the fence about it. So my friend who started the run journey with me for the half marathon, I asked her, "Hey, you want to do this with me? Because it's in the trails, the woods. You know how I feel. I'm nervous. I don't want to do it by myself." So she was kind of like, "Well, I don't know. Bears are probably going to eat us. We're going to be running from coyotes." And she was like, "I don't want to die that way." So she was just like, so she kept going back and forth, right? And so I didn't sign up initially. I just didn't. I said, well, maybe the next time or whatever. Then finally I saw the thing was counting down like only 5 people left or whatever. So I literally went to go get my wallet or whatever, came back. sold out. I said, what? Literally sold out. So I saw that there was a wait list. I said, okay, let me add my name to the wait list. And I said, well, if I had to do it by myself, and I still asked my friend again, like, hey, there's a wait list. Let's hop on the wait list together and see if we both can get into this race. And so she didn't. So I went ahead and I signed up for it. And then I said, I'm fingers crossed, I hope. And I think maybe like a month out or so. So I didn't know I really was doing this race until like a month before the race.
Oh, wow.
So I didn't even have like real training time for it because I didn't know I was doing it. So yeah.
But so, the thought of going into the woods, I mean, now you're a country girl, right?
I am a country girl, but not that country. Not that country.
I mean, you live near Palatka.
Right.
Come on now.
I mean, you didn't grow up barefoot in the woods on a farm or anything.
No, I did not.
Okay.
No.
Okay. But because I mean, I know that part of the country where you live. It's real. It's country
we have
out
dirt
there.
roads and things, but I was not in the woods. I was not going into those woods. We had woods, I didn't go into them. So
Because that's a big change.
it is a big change from road running to trails.
Oh,
Completely
huge.
different.
So
Completely different.
I need to know. What'd you think of the berm 2.0?
I hated it. That was my first thing. I hated it so much. I hated it. I'm sorry, Joseph, but I hated it.
So no real training. Did you increase your mileage any when you knew that you were going to be going to it, or did you just keep doing what you were doing?
I just kept doing what I was doing. So I think my longest run before that probably was 19, 20 miles.
Okay.
And that was it.
Wow.
Because I'm a person, I don't, like, even if I would have known that I was doing it, I would have never gotten close to 50. I have a mental thing where I don't want to run the distance until I run that distance for the race. So I never run the distances that I'm training for. That's just how my mind works.
I feel that way
I
too.
just don't. I
I
want
would say
to.
usually, like a lot of people for a 50 miler, the highest they're going to go is doing a 50K.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wouldn't have gone beyond that. So yeah. So 20 miles basically was the farthest I went before the actual race.
So what was your thoughts as you were lining up to do that race? I mean, first of all, you've got to get to the race. I mean, you got
Right.
bib pickup and all that. I mean, you're in a whole different environment. This is not like this is not
not
like
Space Coast.
It's not
No.
like
It's not.
Yeah. So what was your thoughts going into all that?
I mean, I was very nervous. I wasn't sure what to expect. I wasn't sure even about the community of runners, how that would even be. So I was a little nervous about it when I went to go get my bib and all of that. Everyone was very welcoming and encouraging. So I felt a little bit better. But I was definitely very nervous. I wasn't sure, hey, am I going to survive this? Am I going to get sick out there? Am I going to get lost? That was the thing I kept asking Joseph. I would Instagram him all the time. Like, if I get lost out here, he's like, you're not going to get lost. I got it marked really well. If I get lost out here, my family is coming for you. So I was so afraid about getting lost. That was my biggest fear. Like, I would get lost out there.
So I'll tell you a real fun fact about Joseph Fuller.
Oh, yes.
He absolutely loves when you email him through Ultra Sign Up. He loves it. He loves it, loves it, loves it. He wants you all to
3 emails a day.
right now.
Everyone
Email
listening.
Joseph Fuller through Ultra Sign Up asking how long is the wait list and how
Right.
long till I'm off the wait list.
Please email him now as you're listening to this podcast.
And then for me, if you could all email him, is the map ready for Tampa 100? How are you, Joe?
I can feel future Joe Fuller just typing out a message in caps lock.
we are all getting a
Shut up, shut up, shut up.
we are all getting a Joseph Fuller email now.
We absolutely.
So when Joseph Fuller sends out the email for the race, did you read the email?
I read every line. I was so
Okay.
nervous. I literally
Nice.
read. When I say
man.
I read the same email over and over again. I was so nervous.
You didn't have to read it over and over again because I guarantee you the next day he sent you 2 more.
She read it enough so that everybody else didn't have to.
Right.
That's why he made the I don't read race emails sticker.
Yeah.
She read it for everybody else.
I did.
So good.
Did you read when you did Ultra Sign Up the waiver and the disclosure?
I did. I really did. And I just,
No.
I did.
See?
I did.
Joe Fuller, there's another one
It's
for
pretty
you.
funny though. If you ever sign up for Joe's race again, read
it.
the waiver.
Okay,
it is
I will.
hilarious.
I will.
It's very funny.
You got to read through the thing.
Okay, I will.
There's some little secret gems in there.
There's some
Okay.
good stuff. Good stuff.
So anyone listening, also read the
Yes, read it.
the waiver and Ultra Sign Up for Joe's races. You
Okay.
for time.
She's got some races open. Sign up for Skunk Ape Revenge, 30K, 60K, Ruck.
Yeah, and I think
Wild Boar wait list.
Wild Boar's waitlisted. Did he open up? And also the 150 miler are open
They
for
are.
next year also. So yeah, this is if you don't want to be on a wait list.
Yeah.
Sign up now
Right.
because he will go waitlist on those quickly.
Yes, very
Probably
soon.
right after this podcast.
Probably.
Probably so.
So, when you come to the race, the morning of to start the race, did you have any family or friends or anything with you?
I had a friend that showed up, and my brother, he came because he was getting some video content for me because I asked him to come. He came from Valdosta, Georgia
Oh, wow.
to support that. And so, I'm walking up. I mean, I'm nervous. I have my little bag with me because I didn't really have drop bags or anything. Once again, I'm new to this. I'm like, okay, I'm just coming with whatever's in my backpack here, and we're going to do the best that we can. So coming into it, I mean, I was still very nervous the morning of, but I saw other people. Everybody was excited. So I said, well, just take a deep breath. We're going to cross over that starting line like we did every other race. So, yeah.
Did you like watch any YouTube videos or anything like that?
I did. I did watch YouTube videos. I can't remember the YouTubers, but I was watching a lot of them once I knew I was in the race, actually, just to get tips and just how to strategize, how to get through it. And even with all of that, nothing can prepare you for that course
No.
there, because that course was truly unique.
That
Truly
course,
unique.
it's a real sleeper. People think the trail runners probably don't think much about the race and that it's going to be difficult until they actually get out there and run it. It really is a sleeper course, and there's
Our
a lot.
trails are awesome.
It's a lot more technical and a lot harder
It
than you might
is.
think it was.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Florida. It's flat.
Right,
It's
exactly.
SoCal. There's nothing there.
Right.
Until you run until you run that berm, until you hit them hills.
The berm. We love the berm.
So, going out, of the berm, what the berm 2.0. So you're heading out to the berm. What was your thoughts as you're getting on these trails?
So getting on the trails at first, I mean, the first, 10, 15 miles, I'm enjoying it. It's beautiful. I've never run on the trails before. The people are nice. Everybody's encouraging everyone. And so I'm just running. I took a little break to do my little video check-ins and things like that. So I'm excited. I'm like, oh, this is not bad. Like, this is good, right? And I'm continuing to go. And then finally we get to, I can't remember what portion of it was, maybe after we get over the bridge area,
yes.
and you have to veer off into I'm thinking we're going to be on the pave, right? And then we veer off into these woods, and then I have to climb up this hill.
Yeah.
And I was with two other people. We was like, what? We looked at each other like, what is this?
I know
Like,
this hill.
Oh, yeah.
What is this hill? Like, nobody said there was a hill. And so we go up. Okay, I'm like, okay, I'm done with that. That's easy, right? We're done. Then no, there's more hills and up and down. And I'm like, I did not sign up for the hills. I did not sign up. When I say the hills was kicking my butt, they were kicking my butt out there. I was so exhausted from going up and down.
I know exactly the section where you're
Yeah.
at. I've actually cleared some trees out of that area.
Okay.
And that first hill, it kind of gets you. It does sneak up on you. And you just came over the bridge and you had that approach up to the
Right.
bridge. That's a pretty good hill there too.
It is.
And then one of the hills, you kind of just do like a turn like this and then hill.
Yes.
Yeah. So you're on these hills, and that's actually a good spot to see bears too, by the
Yeah.
way.
there's
I
a
know,
lot,
and I was so nervous about seeing a bear. I didn't see any, thankfully, but I was nervous the whole time about that. The bears and getting lost.
So you get into that, then you're heading out. At this point, you're on your way to the 49th Avenue trailhead, that little spur that kind of goes up. How was the aid stations?
The aid stations, they were phenomenal, except for not having ice. That was my only complaint. But the people that worked them, the things that were there, I mean, I had everything that I needed to refill, rehydrate, all of that. The support at those aid stations were absolutely like I've never seen before. Even
way different than Space Coast.
Way different.
Yeah.
Way
Yeah.
different. When I say they are encouraging, like the first aid station, I started getting cramps. They said, "Did you bring pickle juice with you?" I said, "No." They said, "Here, take this whole pickle juice with you, and you drink it as soon as you feel a cramp." And so the support, the love, I mean, the encouragement, like you signed up to do this, you can do this. It's unmatched. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah.
We do love pickle juice around.
We do. We pick Bob's Pickle
Bob's Pickle
Pop.
Pops.
And
Yep.
specifically.
Yeah.
So then from 49th Avenue, you work your way, you get over towards to the berm. So you're going to cut off the trail there and you're going to head out across that berm. Tell us about your experience on the berm.
Oh, the berm is where I actually had my first meltdown in the race. I thought I was doing good. I'm thinking, I didn't realize how long it was. I don't know. In my mind, I'm thinking it's 2 or 3 miles. I don't know why I thought that the whole
no.
time until I got out there and I realized, no, this is not 2 miles. This is not 3 miles.
It's 6.5.
Yeah, 6.5, right?
Yeah.
So I'm out there. When I get out there, there's 2 gentlemen. They're walking by. They're walking at this point. they were talking amongst themselves, and I'm just listening and trying to kind of jog a little bit. And they're like, yeah, we just finished this. We got to go through it again. So they were going around again. I'm thinking to myself, I'm not going around this twice, right? So I'm on the sand. I'm trying to strategize. Do I go in the middle? Do I go on the edge of it so I can go a little faster? So I'm trying to run, trying to walk. And I broke down because the sand was so hard for me because I had never run in any that type of like area before. And literally I almost quit at that moment. I almost quit in the race because I almost quit at that moment because it was just so hard. And so I just said, okay, I'm going to stop running because I was tiring myself out trying to run it. I was trying to still run, jog or whatever. And I said, no, just try to fast walk it as quick as you could. And so I began to fast walk it. And people were coming, encouraging, you know, and all of that. But it was really hard because you get to a point in the berm where nobody's behind you. Nobody's ahead of you. It's just you. And so at that moment I'm looking around, I'm literally looking around like, is somebody watching me from these woods? Like, what is going on? And then I had to realize, okay, everything on the inside of you, you're built for this moment. So just try to get through. It's hard, but you can do hard things. And I know I can because I've done hard things. Mm-hmm. So yes, this is hard. It's really, really harder than I thought. I was fussing, mad at Joseph the whole time as I'm walking through it. But I said I can get to the end. And so I just kept putting one foot in front of the other. And I finally made my way out of the berm. And I was so happy.
You were going through probably what, late afternoon?
Yeah, late afternoon by that point.
Was it pretty hot for you?
It was hot. It was hot. It was really hot. I did pause for maybe 5 minutes. I sat on the side of the berm for like 5 minutes. That's when I had my breakdown. Like I can't go any further. And then I finally got up and said,
the problem is if you wanted to quit there's no way out.
Yeah,
you just have to keep going.
That's what I said.
That's the unfortunate
Where are you going to
part.
go? You can't.
Right. I had no out. So yeah.
You leave
Keep going.
you leave that Ross Prairie aid station. You head out. I mean, maybe half a mile, and you're really into that like beach, like white sugar sand.
Yes.
And there's no line to find.
No, it's not.
I mean, people move through it and it just moves the sand around, but it does not create no line to follow.
And I was trying to find it so bad and I couldn't. So I just said, just put one foot in front of the other and keep going. So that's what I did.
Now, as you were leaving the berm, did you get lost any, or was you able to find the signs and get right out of there? No problem.
Well, thankfully, a gentleman who was at one of the aid stations, he was running through it like it was nothing, like he was on the road. So he came by, he was like, ma'am, I'm just making sure that you're not lost and whatever. He said, because people are getting lost out here. So he came and showed me. I was almost at the end anyway by the time he got to me, but he showed me where I could get off of the berm. And so I did not get lost exiting that area. Thankfully, I don't think I would have got lost anyway because I was ready to get off. But thankfully to him, he showed me where to get off. And so I was able to do that.
Well, interesting. When you're really tired and you're just suffering, sometimes you miss the most obvious things.
That's true too. And
I think that's what happened. There are a few people did get lost in there, but the signs were the trail was well marked. There were signs there that says turn here, but people just went right past them. Just went right past them.
Did.
So next year we'll have to have a couple preparatory signs. There's a turn ahead. There's still a turn ahead. Did you miss the turn? You know?
Oh, that'll be fun.
That would be good.
Turn around, you're going the wrong way.
Right, exactly.
And I think that definitely one of the things that Joseph Fuller has for his races is the berm, and the berm 2.0 is definitely.
We make this sound every time.
Every time.
It is. It's like it's the nemesis for this race, you know. I mean, but then you come out of that, you do a small section, you get at the Highway 200 crossing. There's a little unstaffed aid station there, and then guess what? You're going to hit those hills again.
Yeah, I sure did.
Yeah. So your legs are tired, I'm sure, at this point.
At this point, my legs are really, really tired. And so I'm trying to do a walk run because I've been trying to run the first half of that. I was trying to do the majority of running until I got to the sand. And so I walked there. And so I'm trying to run a little bit again. Then my legs were so tired. I was getting tired just mentally, physically. And so I started to do a little run walk combination as I was going through that. And so it was really hard. But the people in this race, they were so good because anytime anyone passed me, whether it was a 100-miler or a 50-miler, they would literally stop and say, you got this, like, just keep going. Like, and that's part of what kept me moving forward because everyone kept saying, you can do this. Like, just keep moving. If you keep moving forward, you'll get to the finish line.
That's right.
Well, it's a good time to mention, especially if anyone's not ever run a trail or ultra race, that it's running, right? I mean, marathon's running. But to me, trail and ultra running is a completely different sport from marathon and 5K, 10K races. And the people that are at the races are completely different. And their approach, and you do get the support. Now, if I go do Space Coast Marathon and I get someone's way, I don't know if they're going to step on me or push me down. But and if I do the Skunk Ape race and I'm falling, someone's going to pull me up.
Yep.
Well, first off, you don't fall. on
Joe
trail.
doesn't fall on trail.
I don't fall.
Okay.
I have
We just need to
a running
clarify
joke. So
Clarifying
I've been running 4 years,
You
and
knock on wood.
yeah, and I have yet to ever fall
awesome.
on a trail race. So I'm really excited about my track history.
Well, I already told you I'm going to push you down when we were running together. Just saying.
So, you hit them hills going out to the Pruitt aid station. How was you feeling hitting those hills? There's about 4 sections, I think, of those kind of ups and downs.
Yeah, it was more hills. I was struggling really bad at that point. Like I was physically just getting tired because the trail it's a full body workout. It's definitely different than just the road, even though those have its challenges, of course. But it was different, right? Because it's total body. You're up, down hills, going through this sand. You're going through different terrains. And so at this point, my body was physically tired because I didn't train for any of that. And so right now, I'm hanging on to my mental capacity, like self-talk, that you can get through this. So it was hard doing that part of the race, but I just kept saying, let me just try to keep going forward and to get to the turnaround and try to get out of here.
Yeah.
When turnaround, what distance is that? Because it's
It's a
farther
Almost-
out than
almost
back.
30 miles.
Almost
Yeah.
30.
Almost
so,
It's like
so at that
27
point,
miles.
you're hitting
29.
your distance PR.
29.
Yes.
Yeah, it's less than 30, more than 26. I think probably about 20.
Yeah, it's like 29.
29. So you roll into the Pruitt aid station. You have a drop bag there waiting for you.
I did not because I didn't prepare any drop bags for this race. I did not.
What'd you eat? What'd you eat during the race?
Well, I kept it pretty simple. I had my gels. I had some fruit. I had my water, my electrolytes, and then at the aid station I would get like chips and things like that. So I kept it very simple because I didn't really know what I should be eating for it.
Everything.
And
You should eat everything.
Everything.
And so
All of the
I
foods.
didn't eat a whole lot, and thankfully I didn't get sick out there on my stomach too bad or anything like that. But I honestly didn't know, so I was just kind of keeping it as light as possible.
So that time when you come into that aid station, I've heard it described, especially that particular time of day, as apocalyptic. Like there's just people just laid out on the ground everywhere. Was you one of those people that just laid out on the ground?
I was one of those people. Yes, when I was walking up to that aid station, I was actually crying as I walked up. I was crying. I was like, I'm tired. And they came running because they thought something was wrong, like something physically was wrong with me. I'm like, no, I'm just tired of this race. And they was like, just sit down. This one gentleman, I can see his face now. He was ahead of me. He was a part of the 100-mile crew. And so he was like, hey, he said, just take 2 minutes and have a seat. Take a deep breath. Get some water. Get something to eat. Get back up. You're going to be fine. Like, just chill out. So I got myself together, dried my tears, and I did what he said. Got some water, got something to eat. And I got up and I was able to get back into the race. But yeah, that aid station, that crew there, they were really phenomenal though, because I was like, I'm going to quit. Somebody can come pick me up from here. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm going to call somebody to come get me. I'm not going back.
And at that point, that's the furthest distance you ever run.
It had been. Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you imagine that?
Right.
That you're turning around to go back for the second half,
Right.
and you just reached your furthest distance ever,
furthest
and you
distance.
still have about that much more left to go.
Right to go. So,
Yeah.
But on a positive note, a good portion of that was road on the way back.
it was,
Yeah.
and I was happy about that. I was so excited when I saw the road.
So yeah, you hit those hills again,
Yep.
going
Yeah.
back to Highway 200 to the road crossing there, but then you're out on that paved
Yep.
path. How'd that go for you?
That went really well. Like I was able to run. I could run there because I was used to that, and I felt good about it. It was pretty flat, for the most part. And so I enjoyed that part. And I honestly thought, being naive, I thought that was how the race was going to end, on the pave. Like, so I was so happy, y'all. I said, oh, this is good. I don't have to go back through any trails, woods. I don't have to do any of that. I could just home selling. I'm free after this. Just keep
kidding.
running.
Surprise!
And then surprised, and I was discouraged.
Get to the LaBridgette aid station, and guess what? You got to get back on trail again.
Right, because the gentleman is like, when I got there, he's like, okay, I said, I need some water, and he gave me some water, gave me something to eat real quick, and I said, I'm just going to take it with me. Let me just keep moving. He said, okay, I'm going to walk you across, because at that part for me, it had gotten dark. So he said, I'm going to walk you across to make sure you can cross properly. And I'm thinking to myself, walking me where? Like, because I'm on the pave and I'm good. Like, let me just get to the finish line. He's like, no, we got to go across the road. And I'm like, And he's all happy, like, come on, let's go. So I'm walking across and he's like, yeah, go straight ahead right there and back into the trails. And I almost died in that moment.
That's funny.
But I mean, you're like 6.5 miles from the finish.
I know, but it was so dark.
I don't care.
Did you have a headlamp?
I did.
Oh, okay.
But
Listen,
it was dark out there. I was so scared.
first time on the trails,
Right.
in the dark on the
Yes.
trails. Ooh.
by yourself.
By myself.
Oh my goodness.
I was freaking out.
I'm hurting for you. You know, I know how emotional that could be. Yet actually, this past weekend, I went and did Hot August night. So I'm wearing my swag tonight from that race. And our friend Jessie Michael, she's new to trail running, and she's done Space Coast half marathon. I think she may have done one marathon before. I'm not sure.
I think so, yeah.
But she's really pretty new to this scene, and she also wants to do an ultra, and so she signed up for this, and it's a night race, and they had a 5, a 10, and a 20-mile race. And she had a lot of anxiety about being in the woods in the dark, and she wanted to do it, but she was a hot mess, worrying about this. And she asked me, "Hey,
We
Joe,"
love you.
she's like,
You're doing
"Joe,"
amazing.
She's like, "Joe, would you mind signing up and coming with me?" And so, yeah, I got signed up and went out. And actually, her husband Josh went out there with us too, and he hadn't done any training. And I said she had 500 pounds of man meat sandwiched around her, so he took up the back end, and I went in the front. And land navigated that race for her. But, especially seems, for someone that's never done it before, there's a lot of anxiety about being in the woods in the dark.
Yes.
But, once it's done, I think you're good. I mean, I think that's a real learning experience, for someone to get out in the dark. And for me, I'm going to sign up for all the night races.
Okay.
It's my favorite time to run. The temperature's cooler. It's Florida, and I can get in my little zone. I can just see my little beam of light in front of me. And I don't know, it slows me down a little bit. I absolutely love it. But, so this guy walks you across the street, you're in the dark. And I know from experience, a lot of us, no matter what the distance is, that last couple miles.
It depends on the distance.
Yeah.
If I'm doing a 50 miler, the last 5 miles suck.
The last couple miles, I don't know, something happens in your brain. Like, I know I'm getting close to the end. And this is where it seems to get, for me, the hardest. Mm-hmm. This is also where people drop. We have, 100-mile runners that drop at 90 miles. You just did 90 miles and you only have 10 left and you drop from the race.
Yeah.
It's a very dangerous place for people mentally when they're in a race. And then, you're getting ready to go out in the woods by yourself.
So yeah, at this point, I am literally freaking out on the inside. But I said, okay, it's only 6 miles and some change left. Let's try to get through it. I had a lot of anxiety. Didn't want to see any bears, coyotes, any of those things.
So let me ask you a question. In the woods, bear or man?
Bear. Sorry.
Yes, thank you.
I hesitated, but bear.
Did you do any hallucination?
After the race was over, not during the race, but after it was over, I did hallucinate as I was driving home.
Oh man!
Oh, wow!
Boy.
Because the stop signs, they became like people grabbing me.
Oh my!
And the trees were like scary faces from horror movies, like Jason.
How far did you have to drive?
To Gainesville.
Yeah, all the way home to Gainesville.
So I was like freaking out, like, why are the stop signs turning into people?
Girl, you don't have to drive all the way to Gainesville next time you come for a long race. No, Caleb, we'll shelter you.
Okay.
So you got that last little bit. How was it coming into the finish line?
Coming to the finish line was good. So just to go back just a little bit, so probably around the last 3 miles maybe, I thought I heard something in the woods, or I didn't think I heard something in the woods, and so some howling or something, but I couldn't see like what it was or if it was near me. So in that moment, I took off running, and when I took off running, I literally fell. I fell so hard on the ground because I tripped over like a tree stump or something, and I fell. And so I laid there for like 10 minutes looking up at the sky, like, am I just gonna not finish this race at all?
I live here now.
Right? So I said, they're gonna eat me. They could just come eat me. I'm not moving. So I literally laid. I was on the ground for literally like 10 minutes, and then finally I said, "You're at like the last 3 miles, maybe 2 at this point. like you have to get up and
again, nobody's
one's
gonna come
coming to
get
you.
That's so true. Nobody's coming. So I finally got up. So when I'm getting near the finish, I could see the home stretch. I could see my brother. I could see the finish line. I'm overwhelmed at that point because I knew I could do it. It was just a matter of getting through it. And so I'm getting through the finish line. The first thing I asked Joseph was like, why did we have to go through the sand? That's the first thing I so he's like cheering like, yeah, you did it. I said, why did you have us go through the sand? Whatever. And I think my brother has on the video of me asking him. That's like, I didn't say like I'm happy. Like, why did we have to go through the sand? Okay. And he's just laughing about it. So yeah, I felt really good about it. Like I said, I knew I could do it. It was just a matter of just that mental, physical, and spiritual all coming together to get me across the finish line. And so I was able to do it.
Yeah, I bet you had some really good moments with God out there in the woods.
I did, yeah. A lot of praying, like, don't let me die this way, please. I want to live a little bit longer.
Wow. I mean, that's amazing recap. I really liked, man, I tell you, it's impressive when people do these really hard things, and it just goes to show what your body's capable of and what your mind's. And again, we all know, because we've done ultras, that ultra is more of a mental game than anything. It's definitely hard on your body.
Yeah.
I mean, I've experienced more pain in that 100K I did a couple of weeks ago than I think I remember ever during a physical activity. But, it was definitely about pushing through that pain to finish it.
The chafing is unreal.
Yeah, it was definitely pretty bad for us.
Rough.
The chafing hurt.
Rough.
We had the cowboy walk for sure.
We did.
I've got video of you doing cowboy walk and then Susan doing it behind you. She's
Very
cowboy
funny.
walking behind you. She's like, I'm Joe.
Very funny.
Do you have any chafy issues or anything like that?
No, I didn't. No.
Blisters on your feet?
Yes, blisters
Okay.
on my feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
What'd you do? Like, do you wear like special socks or lube your feet or tape your feet?
No, I didn't tape. I didn't lube. Once again, I didn't know that I should be until like after it was over. So just my feet, just my normal shoes, and we just got through it. So, but my feet were about to fall off when I got done though.
Yeah.
Road shoes or trail shoes?
I had it was like a shoe. It's part of the Hoka brand. I think it's called Challenger.
Oh yeah.
So I had those.
Kind of a crossover
Yeah,
shoe.
crossover shoe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe's going to run in Hey Dudes on his next run.
What's a hey dude? Is that like the like flat shoe?
Yeah, it's like a boat shoe.
Like a boat shoe. Okay.
Yeah.
I've heard it. I just
Oh,
don't know
come
what
on. You
kind
live
of
in
shoe it
Florida. You don't know what hey dudes are?
is. No.
Everyone in Florida knows what hey
They're
dudes
cowboy
are.
dudes. Hey dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember the show Hey Dude. You guys remember that on Nickelodeon?
Yeah, they're really cool cowboy boots.
Yeah, hey dudes.
Hey dudes.
That's not at all what they are.
Yeah.
So what else? Okay, so
These
after
are rainbow. Joe, you got to do it in these ones.
Oh man,
The rainbow
Look at
ones.
these, yeah, look at these rainbow
need-
Hey Dude.
Oh, that's cool.
you need rainbow Hey Dudes.
Oh, they're for toddlers.
It is
That's not
my-
fair.
it is my
Joe,
goal.
We could cram Joe's feet in that.
Yeah, we could just get your foot in the shoe, like you put on a top.
I do have
Cinderella.
I am signed up for the Wild Boar half marathon. I do intend to
Barefoot.
run that in my sandals, my Luna barefoot sandals. Yeah, there's not much to
Just
them.
please be careful. I cannot warn
About
you
the
enough
cacti.
about the cactus.
If I kick one, you'll know.
will.
You'll hear me howl through the woods.
Like, you guys hear that? That's Joe.
It's wild boar.
No, it's just Joe, guys. It's either Joe, a Chihuahua, or a pig. One. I don't know which. But they're all inside of Joe.
So you got that race done. Did you say, what the heck am I doing ultras? Why would I ever do that again? Or did you like, I'm ready for the next one?
I said, I'm ready for the next one. I said, I really want to improve my time with it, how I navigate it and things, and obviously train for it.
Yes.
Train for the next race. But yeah, it really sparked the plug. So I really like the challenge of the distance. I like the longer distances because I have to challenge all of those components, my body, my mind, and my spirit. And so I am ready. I am looking for the next one. My goal this year is to end the year with another 50 miler. There's one in Tallahassee, the Daytona one.
So the Tallahassee Ultra Distance Classic, I will tell you. So what it does, it's a 10K loop. But what you actually do is you start here and you go down this way, and that's your 10K loop.
Just 2 out and
So
backs.
yeah, so 2 out and back. So it's basically just 3 miles of the same course.
Oh, okay.
And it has a pretty tight cutoff of 10 hours.
Okay, gotcha.
So just so you are aware.
Yes, no, thank you.
You
Yeah.
should do
Daytona
Daytona
50.
50.
Okay.
So I play.
Which that's the one I was thinking about
Daytona.
too.
There's still room for Daytona. I'm actually going to sign up for it too,
Okay.
and use that as my last long run prior to Long Haul 100.
Okay.
I got to see if I'm in town. If I'm in town, I'll sign up for
Yeah.
it. Or crew. I don't know yet. We'll see.
So yeah, so that one's a nice point to point.
Okay.
So you're not seeing the same
Right.
trail over and over
Okay.
and over again.
Yeah,
Thank
'cause
you
that-
for
that's
that.
Although
monotonous.
there is probably going to be sand because I think you finish on the beach.
Yeah.
But it's like Daytona sand. It's
Okay.
not like nonsense sugar
Well,
sand.
I don't know. I think they finished at Ponce Inlet last time.
Oh yeah, at the lighthouse.
At the lighthouse.
You're right. They did.
So
The old course finished on the beach.
yeah, at someone's house, I think.
Yeah, trust me.
Yeah.
What was that, Shae? Okay.
So have you got any races signed up for right now?
Yeah, I have a few coming up. Like there's one in Alachua, right outside of Gainesville called Gate to Gate. It's a 50K. So I'll be doing that
So
one.
yes, you've got the 50K gate to gate. Okay, so this will
Yeah.
be my 7th or 8th year doing it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Exciting.
We love gate to gate.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
So
my first.
are you
yeah.
wearing your gate to gate hat right now?
I'm not. This is my
okay.
TJM hat, but I do have a gate to gate.
Yeah. So if you do the 50K, you get a hat.
Okay. Cool.
And so
yeah.
I have this problem that I've run it enough times, but I still need the hat
Yeah.
because the color changes every year.
Okay.
And so you,
What colors
you
is
just
this
need
year?
Orange.
Orange.
Yeah.
And there is some technical portions to that race
Oh
as
yes.
well.
And some hills.
And some
Okay.
water
Yeah.
crossing and some water crossings.
Okay.
One water.
One
crossing.
water
But you'll hit
crossing.
it twice.
Yeah.
Twice. So you do it 2 times.
Okay.
Yay! Gate to gate.
That's exciting.
Yes.
And what else?
So Gate to Gate. So after that, I have a few road races that I had signed up for already. Obviously, I go to DeBerry every year because that's just sentimental for me. So I'll go back to DeBerry after Thanksgiving for a half marathon. I am doing the Every Woman's Marathon in Savannah also, which I'm super
My
excited
wife
about
wanted
that.
to do that race.
I was gonna
too.
say there's a couple other ladies from here
From
in Ocala
Ocala
that are
going.
doing it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to do the Tom Walker half marathon in
Yeah,
Gainesville.
that's a good one.
So, yep. So doing that one, and then I'm probably going to end up back in Space Coast again for the marathon.
Okay, we'll be there
So,
too.
yeah. Yeah.
I'll be,
We'll be
I'll be at
So that's
Space
kind of like
Coast.
my lineup for right now. I'm
Yeah,
still
so
looking
I
at
think
others.
Space Coast is what 2 weeks before Daytona. So
Yeah.
that would be
Yeah, it'll be a good
pretty
one.
sure.
Yeah, it'll be a good one for Daytona. I hear jingle bells.
Me too.
It's the cat.
Okay.
She's over there playing with a cute little ball thing.
Is it
looks
one of
so
the baby?
adorable.
Is it one of the
It is.
It's one
babies?
of the babies. I'm fostering kittens, so if you want a kitten, they are up for adoption.
Or if you know someone looking for a kid,
Okay.
they're
Yes.
very cute.
They recently went through all the fixing.
Yep, they
So-
just got fixed on Friday, so they're ready. They are ready
need their
to go.
forever home.
Forever home.
It's not this one.
Wow. So you do have a busy race schedule coming up. Now, any further distances you'd like to think? Are you thinking about maybe doing a 100 mile at some point?
Yeah, I do want to do 100 miles next year. I want to do that. So I'm trying to identify when that is going to be. I am going to do Skunk Ape again, but I'll probably do the 50 mile again. For
should do the
that
100.
one. That's what Natasha told me. Like, you should probably do the 100 because you're close to home, right? So if anything go wrong, at least you're here. So I am thinking about
Wait,
that
are you
one.
going to bully Natasha to do the 50?
Yeah, she's going to do it. Yeah, she's going to do it. Yeah,
Okay.
we've been training for it. She's going to do it.
Good.
Yeah. Well, I was running out with Tyler Smith today, and one of the things that he said, and I liked his thought process. He's like, I'm not a one and done person. He says, I want to do it twice. Once to do it and wants to see if I can do better.
Yeah, but I've done a race twice and I did worse the second time. And it was so demoralizing.
It's probably because you're like, oh, I remember this last time I was here and how bad this sucked. Like,
Well,
oh.
it was the one year I did faster. And so then the next year it was like, oh man, I got to this aid station like 2 hours before last year. It was rough.
Well, there is a really good 100 mile race coming up in August in Wisconsin.
There is. It's amazing. It's called
we pushed the Badger.
The Badger.
So
I'm wearing the shirt right here.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm sure we'll be taking a crew out to Wisconsin again in
Okay.
August next year. Come run with us.
Okay, yeah, I just might take you up on that one because I definitely want to do a 100 miler next
So
year.
do you prefer road running over trail running at this point? I mean, you only had one roll.
I only
trail
had
run.
one trail. I still like my road running, of course, but I definitely want to venture more on the trails and get used to it more.
Yeah.
And just get better with how I navigate those trails. So
Well, if you haven't had an opportunity yet, and I don't know if you have or not, go out and volunteer at some of the races.
okay, I have not.
We have a lot of races, and you just mentioned Natasha Peaches,
Yep.
so she's a friend of the podcast too. and
Okay.
good friends with us, and that's how she broke into trail and ultra. She just started showing up and volunteering some.
Okay.
you know, and she can tell you, I'm sure, a lot about her experience with volunteering at races. It really brings you into the culture and the environment of the
Okay.
trail races, and you learn so much by just being there and seeing other people going through the torture without actually having to experience the torture
Right.
yourself.
You learn a lot, especially like volunteering the overnight shift at 100 miler.
Okay.
Because you see people just looking rough, like bleak city. And then you're like, oh my God, they finished. That's amazing. And you help them, like propel them to get out of the aid station. And it's just very rewarding.
Okay.
Eat a food and get out.
Get out.
And you also get to go hang out with more like-minded trail runners.
Right.
You need to learn a lot from everybody you encounter.
Okay.
Which is important.
So yeah, but I'm super excited to see where you go the next year.
Thank
I mean,
you.
I want to watch you do that 100-mile, or I want to have you come back and tell us about
I
it.
definitely will. Definitely will. Definitely look forward to it.
Yeah, and then maybe a 200 mile.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to do the 200.
Yeah, across
I want to
Florida.
keep. I want to keep going as far as I can go. So.
And then
Oh,
maybe
well,
maybe like a Vol State or Hots.
Well, State or Hots.
So a 300-mile run.
300
right?
mile
Wait,
run.
come on, why not do all the miles?
Those are on road. It's good.
Okay. Okay.
But you do live like a homeless person for a week.
Gotcha.
It's the life of a stray dog.
We need to go watch Benji movies. Have you ever watched Benji as a kid?
I don't know what that is.
No.
Oh, you guys are too young for Benji. Did you watch Benji as a kid?
No, I did.
Oh gosh,
So you're the old
So we're
one.
definitely going to have to watch Benji movies.
I don't know what band.
I've already lived the life of a stray dog twice. I don't need to watch a show about it.
So Benji is a stray dog. It's like the neighborhood dog that he goes through adventures. And oh, come on, I can't believe you guys have not heard of Benji. We are definitely doing a Benji binge watch.
We're going on an adventure.
Benji binge.
We're going to Candy Mountain, Charlie.
Mountain.
So I really appreciate you coming out and talking to us. And I'm so excited that you got here, and I'm sorry that it took us months to get
Yeah.
you in. We don't want it to be months and months again, but if we do. We want to be we want to hear your 100-mile completion.
Absolutely. I'll be
Yeah.
back with the 100 mile. Absolutely.
Let's go.
Man,
Absolutely.
this is exciting.
Love it.
All right. Well, thank you, Shae.
All right. Great. Everybody go ahead and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Visit our website. We've got some fun stuff over there. We're going to be announcing a race pretty soon, maybe a race challenge that's going to be coming up soon, just as hey, this is going to be fun. Check us out on iTunes. Well, you already are. Just kidding. I don't know.
Well, okay.
My brain's not here. I had a very rough day at work.
Don't forget to email Joe Fuller.
Yes, please email Joe Fuller and ask him when the Tampa course is going to be ready. Kevin wants to know. He gots to know. Thank you guys so much. And
Let's go. Question for everyone.
excuse me. I had to get it out now.
Get it out, girl.
I'd rather burp and taste it than fart and waste
waste
it.
it.
Oh my God.
Have you ever heard that before?
I have not.
That's a Joe Miller special.
Joe Miller special.
my
We just
goodness.
heard it recently.